Hello everyone, how is it going? So this is a response to many questions regarding the what is the average or what is the normal VRAM temperature for gaming, and you can have a starting point when you do any mining or any other activity. So I'm gonna try compare or test basically using two different games. One is gonna be a FPS game, first person shooting, and then the other one is the one that you are seeing right now open in here. This is a space station. Check this out. This is called Eve. Eve, pretty old game actually. I first made an account of this game in like 2008, if I'm not wrong, and I think it was already around for a couple of years. Of course, the game was keep improving over the years. I haven't really been active for like years now. The account is still here. They don't. It's like a lives forever, regardless if you play or not. I have like a significant amount of skill numbers, but and stuff. I don't know. They changed some things in here. Let's see the inventory. Ship hangar. Okay, so check this out. Okay. So that's basically your fittings. These are the modules you put, rigs, guns. There's all sort of guns like rail guns, missiles, lasers, pulse weapons, and who knows whatever new stuff it is, since I haven't checked this for a while. So anyways, this is a maximum settings right now of this game. Like everything is on ultra high, super high, whatever. Now resolution, it is a 2K resolution. This is a 32-inch 2K screen. It is not a 4K. I don't like 4K for PC, for regular use that I'm doing and some occasional gaming. I mean, 4K to begin with, for gaming it's just enough for me. I had a couple of screens I tried, but it's just too much. TV wise, yeah, 4K definitely, but anything else, no. So let's see how this looks outside. So I'm undocking right now. Check this space. There's some, like, what is it, fireworks in there? Whatever, I don't know what's happening outside right now. Call this craziness. There's a planet now in there. I don't know if you can go to that planet. What's up? Space crackles, I guess. Okay, we're just gonna warp to a gate just to see that. to land to Stargate now. Okay, let's just jump to this gate. Cloak mode it's called. No one can see you for like I don't remember if it is 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and then the ship is right there, but you cannot really see it in game. And it will start materialize if you want. So, or if I move, it will start materialize again. Okay. Check these colors here. Pretty sick. Okay, just reapproach gate and jump back to the same system we came. You need to be in range like 2000K or something like that to be able to jump. So I'll jump back to the system and then walk back to that station, dock up, and then check the VRAM temperature and the GPU temperature as well, and we'll see how they handle. So the GPU, it is this one basically. It is a 3080 Ti. It's the Gigabyte Eagle 12 gigabyte, and this is probably the 3080 Ti is probably the best gaming GPU. Of course, there are. I mean, it depends which brand and which overclock version you get. Can be like a little better, but really like it's probably 5 FPS difference if you get one or another at the most. They're all like pretty identical. The big difference is that some of them have 3 power connectors and you can overclock them more than the one with the 2 power connectors. Otherwise it is the same. Okay. So let's check the temperature right now. Let's see, how does it look like? So GPU temp 47, maximum 72, average 63. Memory Junctio 54, maximum 78. So average 72. Okay. So maximum memory junction temperature 78 Celsius. Now this will be a great mining temperature. And again, GPU temperature maximum 71.2.
Warp drive active.
Warp drive active.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
This is the game language talking. station to the hangar. This used to be a pretty cool game back in the day. For a while they also had an option that you could walk to the station with your character. I'm not even sure at this point if that's still available or not. It wasn't very successful though. Okay, so let's check again. So the GPU temp again, maximum 78, GPU memory junction 60, average 71. Okay, so I stopped that game. I'm gonna turn off the HW info, like turn off everything so it doesn't show that that the old value that had recorded, and I'm just gonna start a different game now. We'll just of course start the Warzone. Okay, one of the most popular FPS right now, and we'll see how the GPU handle this game as well. It's a bit too much. So as you can see right now, since I reset the HW info, the new temperature maximum right now it shows 64, the memory junction 64, and then the GPU temperature saying 53 so far. Okay. So we'll give this game a try as well. See how they'll match, and then see how the GPU handles this one. Okay, so everything is ready. Now for this game as well, like everything on the settings, as you can see, graphic, everything it is on ultra, full, you name it. Quality, it is on the everything on ultra, hide everything possible, focusing on quality as well, not on performance. There's no need to change the hardware settings for performance. There is enough performance, at least the same or more that this screen can handle. This is a 144 Hz. If you have more than 144 FPS, your screen is not going to read them anyways, so there's no point to overclock or to do anything it is more than 144 FPS. So let's try one of these game modes, see how it is the temperature after doing one match. That's my soldier. Right now name it is the Turbo Universe. Now it will be interesting to see have this FPS game with everything on ultra compared with the other space game, that Eve game, everything on ultra. It will be interesting to see which one graphics work harder. That I was surprised, to be honest. I didn't expect that Eve game to to draw that much power. It's I mean, with everything on ultra, there are like millions of details on that game. So many things in there already. It's like amazing. So yeah, I will probably say, even before to see the comparison and the final results, I'll probably say that that If game, probably it takes more. It takes more. It is more power than this Call of Duty, this Warzone. I've already seen more or less how this game performs. I haven't really like checked a lot, but yeah, I think I don't remember seeing the memory junction that high for this game, but we'll see. Now, if you can see like the FPS, it's right here. It's insane. Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention, and someone just liberated my soldier. But anyways, so that's some insane FPS, like 165, 180 something, it's like a, so yeah, that FPS was insane. Like, one 45, 153, 169. I'm reading the FPS in the corner. You probably cannot see it right now. So it's hard to pay attention to the game and also to the I almost killed myself. So as you can see, at 3080, I mean, I played this game on 3090 as well. And to be honest, I think this 3080 does better. It is insanely like smooth and fast. Oh, sorry, I'm like, no, too late. This happens when you're sitting too long on a spot. I was about to move those, but again, I'm like half thinking on the game and half on the settings. So yeah, like I was saying, like right now you cannot see it on the corner. It's like, yeah, I'll move the camera. Look the FPS, it's insane. 170, 190, and again, this is the maximum. It's the maximum settings. These are the maximum settings, and the graphic card is not overclocked. So it's just untouched, the overclock settings on it. Now this graphic card doesn't overclock like a lot. It doesn't overclock a lot. There are some graphic cards that overclock more than this because they can draw more power. This one is sort of limited, and it can do more like 6% over, which, to be honest, I don't really care if I do 10% or 6% if I overclock. This way, at least, I mean, I'm not gonna have any overheating issues or anything like that. Or I could also like fix that if needs. But yeah, like 6% overclock without headaches, it's not bad either. And again, if I can do 10% or 6%, that's probably like a 3-4 more FPS, which makes absolutely no difference on gameplay. I mean, if you reach a point where it's if you reach a point where the game is moves slow, with or without 3 FPS, won't make any difference. I love this. The settings I have now is like 120 field view, 120 degrees field view, which is the widest, and you can basically like see around the corner. I used to play on my laptop, on my gaming laptop, was set up at 80. So now it's like not double, but almost double. That's like big difference. That's a big difference. And again, see how smooth everything is. It's basically like if I just film with my phone camera right now, like any camera, if I just move the camera around without even recording, the way that the image is being showed, it's not as smooth as this game is. It's just so yeah, the 3080 Ti, it is definitely the way to go right now. That guy is typing in there. Send some RPG in there. Oh, that guy jumped in my face. I think I should do a... There you go. We won. Okay, so I'm just gonna pause this right here for a moment. Or I can't really pause it. I need to see the... I'm gonna pause the video, finish the game, and go back to reviewing the temperature. I don't want to bore you guys with the whole game, but you know how it is. When you're into it, you just can't stop right there. I want to help my team winning this. Okay, so unfortunately, even with my precious help, the second part of the game, we lost. Regardless, 12 kills, and not too bad. I couldn't really pay attention. That's my excuse today. So let's see. Moment of truth. $74. So memory junction maximum was 74. GPU temp 66. And memory junction 74. Average 70. Okay. So there you have it. I believe I don't remember exactly. I need to go and check the recording. How much was the on if? Well, I think it is pretty similar. I believe it was the highest 74 as well. So this is it. Let's check the CPU temp as well. What is it? CPU Intel i9. So by the way, the CPU is this i9 overclocked, not too much, just on auto or something like that. Let's see. CPU temperature average is this. Maximum 61. So CPU temperature 42 degrees current, average 47, maximum 61. And it is overclocked, not highly overclocked, but it is overclocked, of course. So you may be wondering, how is it possible? Well, this is how is it possible. This massive water cooling 360, the 360, see right there, the 360, the three fans is deep cool, I think. That's the one, and that's the 1080, the what is the gigabyte, the 3080 Ti. That's the motherboard right now. The VRAM I have, I think it's 32 if I'm not wrong. I don't even remember. That's a Z590 motherboard. Power supply is the Seasonic 1300 watts. I recently got that one. It is more than enough power to run this 3080 Ti. I think they recommend 750, something like that. Well, 1300 won't hurt. It just it's gonna sweat less. And the case, it is the Thermaltake pretty cool. The Thermaltake T300. Have this razor, whatever name is, it's pretty old. It's the Orb Weaver gaming keyboard. This is the G502 Lightspeed. This is the one with the is the wireless. Oh no, this is the wireless. G502 Hero, I think is this one though. I don't know, they all look like pretty identical. One is the wireless. Let's see which one is like that. The one that you can, okay, so this is, you can unplug the cable. This is the wireless. This is much expensive actually. This is like 150, and this is like 50 or 70. This is like double price anyways. I always use it with the cord, but this has better DPI, I believe. But they look like they are identical. And the keyboard is it's pretty lame, and I paid a lot of money for it. It was like I think it was like 150, almost 200. It's very slim. You can find like keyboard like that very slim for like fairly cheap, like 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks. But this one, it's also the backlit, and this was 5 times more expensive. It has different colors as well. Let's get this one now. But as you can see, this already blew away. So again, great temperature for the CPU, 61 degrees, playing intense, crazy intense, ultra settings on 2K. You'll probably handle 4K the same, but again, I don't like 4K. So yeah, this will be the results. So the results are this: the average, so the highest, if you want, the highest memory junction temperature that you should see are some of the most demanding games. Well, maybe that Warzone may not be the most demanding, probably, but one of the highest. I could also check the other one, the Black Ops, and I have a couple other, but probably it's the same. So expect up to 74 degrees Celsius for the memory junction. Up to 74 degrees memory junction, and GPU temperature 66.1 was the maximum. So almost 10 degrees more the memory junction. 66.1 was the highest GPU temperature, and 74 degrees Celsius was the highest memory junction temperature in game. And the CPU, the overclocked CPU, was at 61 maximum. So that's a great that's a great temperature. Let me tell you right now, that's a great temperature. It is on water, of course. Now you see the, if I will do like a water block for this 3070, whatever, 3080 Ti, instead of 66, I will probably see 60. I don't know. It won't be, well, maybe less probably. If on air at 66, on water should be probably around 50 something. I don't know, or maybe around 60. Who knows? It is pretty warm inside in the house as well, and my PC case, it's pretty open air, but the GPU is still connected on the motherboard. I could put an extender or razor and have it detached a bit, and probably that will also help a couple of degrees. But like, there is no need for anything, just for the look. If I want, I was thinking to do one, but 66 degree temperature, that's a great temperature. Memory junction 74, it's a great temperature as well. It's not a bad one. I guess I can probably lower this for sure. I should be able to lower this like under 70. Again, this is a completely stock GPU with thermal pads, with everything that it came with. I have much better thermal pads and thermal paste and all the stuff that I'm gonna eventually do a swap, and I will probably see even less. But yeah, so again, if you're wondering, or just a confirmation of what's the normal temperature that a GPU will work in game, expect around 74 degrees Celsius for memory junction. Well, for temperature, like a 66 temperature, more or less around 65, in between 60 65, I'll say it's the normal. When you start seeing more than this, it's either thermal paste needs to be replaced, or it's just too much work for it, or whatever. But like an average normal, between 60 70 for both. Okay, so that's pretty much for today. Thanks everyone for watching. Peace.